It's just by the look on your face, I can tell that there's a lot of disappointment in this room from this game.
Uh, yeah, that's a playoff team right there. You know, it, that's the bar. That's the standard. I we had times where we were okay enough, but okay is not good enough. So yeah, hopefully we can learn from this and understand this is what it takes to win. Tight forechecking game. We got doubled in shots. Um, yeah, just a little too cute, way too cute. At some point, we're gonna have to figure this out.
They do a good job of taking you out of the middle of the ice, right? They just kind of keep that away from you, keep it on the outside.
Yeah, it's playoff hockey. It's forechecking game. You see the best teams in the world that to sit there and play, and the Vegases, the Carolinas, it's out of your zone, it's in their zone, it's going to town, it's working, it's going hard, and there's times to use your skill, and there's times to live the fight another day, and I don't think we understand what the difference is yet. So
is it frustrating when you get the PK, what they did tonight, and what Jake did for most of the night, that not get that that help, that goal scoring?
Yeah, I mean Jake played very well. PK did a great job. It's a dangerous power play. They got two solid units there, so tip your cap to that, but it's just not good enough.
Steph, what's it going to take, you think, from your experience, for that message to kind of go through? Because over the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about we need to learn from this. We need to, where is that line?
Care. Simple.
Do you feel that there's a lack of that? Like when you say care, like what are you trying to describe there?
More we care about each other, and more we care about winning games and taking care of the puck, and again, you live the fight another day. Sometimes that's a win. The simple message for me is just we just need to show a little more urgency, a little more care. Don't care whatever I do, care more about the next person. It's a trickle down effect. Starts with our big boys. It goes all the way down the line. Doesn't matter who you are. Yeah.
One thing that looks like it would help is if you had more power play opportunities, because when you get on the power play, good things happen.
Yeah, but whenever you're chasing the game the whole time, how do you get power plays, right? You got to be able to have the puck. You got to go in the forecheck. They broke out too easy. That wasn't our game. That wasn't the way we need to play. And again, I hope we learn from that. That right there is the standard. So.
What is the message from Keefe between periods, between second and third, when shots are 24 to 9?
Second period, we were still fairly good. We had chances, we had opportunities to make the right play, and we did the right thing over and over again. But then you make that one mistake, that's playoffs. You make the mistake and it's in the back of your net, and that can't happen. You need to be okay with to live in to fight another day. It's part of the game. If we want to set ourselves out to be a playoff team, that's where it starts. Being okay with that, and being okay with not having a lot of shots. When you get your chance to bury it, you have to bury it.
What's the frustration with obviously you're killing penalties, you're getting goaltending, you're just not getting the opportunities?
I don't know. I think we just didn't bring our game tonight. Every guy to a man didn't play good enough. So we're going to come back tomorrow and figure out a way to come back and play better next game.
When you say that you didn't bring your game, the energy, more offensive, what part of the game?
I don't know. I think we just got to be better as a team in every aspect. Getting through the neutral zone, defending quicker, just moving pucks up, and then getting on the forecheck and getting pucks back.
Because it's the credit goes to Vegas, the game they played there.
Yeah, they played great. At the end of the day, we just got to worry about us, and we didn't play good enough tonight. One
of the things that Sheldon was talking about is, especially without Siegs, is sort of everyone needs to elevate their game. Do you feel that this was probably not a great first showing for everyone in that?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't play very good as a team, didn't play great individually, and we just got to come back tomorrow, regroup, and figure some things out and be ready to go for Montreal.
Obviously not easy being on the ice for those 3 goals, but what did you sort of see from your own play there? Maybe how do you I know it's,
I don't know. I think I got to be better and got to defend quicker and have better stick. And I just gotta be better.
What happened on that goal? Was it, did he get a stick on it, or does it go off your skate?
Second goal?
The first goal.
First goal, he got a stick on it.
Just an overall maybe lack of buy-in into your system right now.
I don't know. I think guys are working, guys are trying. We just didn't play good enough as a team, and we just got to look each other in the mirror and to a man be better.
One thing, Luke, somehow you got to figure out how to get more power plays, right? Because that's something that is the strength of your team.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it would be nice to get more power plays, but that comes with drawing penalties and having the puck and making them force penalties. So there's a whole thing, trickle-down effect, so we just got to be better.
Thank you.
Well, obviously, that team was hungry for a win. They came in. Do you think you matched that intensity that they brought to the game tonight?
I don't think intensity was an issue at all. I just thought they played smarter game. They were bigger, smarter, more skilled. It was so, they were better tonight.
What do you look at as, the 9 shots, and then you get the 7 in the third, but those 9 shots in 2 periods, is that just a product of them smothering you guys?
Yeah, it's to make it, they're right there with the top teams in the league and make it hard to get through the neutral zone. So that was a real theme for us right from this morning and through to tonight, and we did not deal with that well. So it was a struggle to get there, and then when we did get through, the key was to be direct, get it to the net, take advantage of your opportunities to get it there, and we didn't do so. So if you don't follow the plan, you don't execute, you play against a team like that, as you say, it is hungry for a win, and as good a team as they are, that's what you get.
Obviously, Shimon playing his first game back, a bit of a tough night. What did you see in his game, and is it a lack of confidence? Is it just getting back in there? What did you kind of see from him
I don't know.
tonight?
It wouldn't be fair to evaluate any player specifically because nobody was good today.
One thing that Stefan Noesen said is, we need to care more. We need to care more about every play that we make. Do you sense that from this group, that that's something that needs to elevate?
I mean, I don't like to use that word because then it implies that the players don't care.
Right. Yeah. Fair.
They certainly do care. They have to learn to grow, man. They got to learn to play in these games. It's a real team. It's a Stanley Cup champion team. And you got to adapt your game. You got to find a way. And I thought, I didn't mind our first period. There's not a lot of shots there, but I didn't mind our first period. I thought we did a pretty good job. Really good on the penalty kill. 0-0. It's a bit of a weird goal on the first one. We got an odd man rush. We failed to execute, and I think every player on the ice thought the puck was out of play, except for the guy who ended up scoring. But that can't be enough to just completely derail the game. You got to stay with it. That's what good teams do, and we've got to grow. We've got to adapt. We want to play with these types of teams. You want to play with the best teams. You want to play in the playoffs. Got to figure these things out. So it's nothing to do with caring. It's about growing and adapting. So that's really what it's about for me, especially when you're missing people.
Coach, obviously, the injuries play a factor, but tonight, did you feel that maybe your team had a hard time executing the systems in this game?
I think I just went through everything there for you.
You've mentioned that in this past couple of weeks, you've played a lot of good defensive teams. Do you also feel like there's somewhat of these teams are starting to figure you guys out more?
I mean, I don't know about figure us out more. I mean, I coached against this team last year. The plan is the same when I coached against them last year. So I don't think it's new. I don't think it's figuring anything out. It's the best teams do it better than everyone else. Everybody has the same plan. The best teams do it better. We had a plan tonight. That would be probably the same plan, a very similar plan to what every team that plays against Vegas is going to have. Good teams execute it. We didn't execute it today. We're not a good team today.
You said Vegas was more skilled. Is that a roster thing with the injuries or just specific to their play tonight?
I thought their defense controlled the entire game, 1 through 6. Every time the puck hit their stick, it was tape to tape. It's crisp, it's smooth. They just move up the ice under control. You just look at the way they move the puck from their back end and into their forwards' hands. It's hard, it's crisp, it's on the tape. Not nearly the case on our side.
And when Jack went down the tunnel for a little bit, was everything good there?
I think you guys saw what happened.